Never ring the doorbell at the Ash Lane Victorian. After the 1972 fire, something inhuman adopted the house's tragedy. Now, it plays by cruel rules. Ring once, and it will return the favor. Night after night. Those muddy footprints on your porch, they're not from the rain. And that 2:37 a.m. knocking, it's learning your sleep schedule. The knock that came back, it happened in 2017 in a small, quiet town in Oregon. I was 17, a high school senior, and part of a group of 4 guys who thought we were invincible. We skateboarded, pulled dumb pranks, and filmed everything for YouTube. One night, out of sheer boredom, we decided to do a classic ding-dong ditch run. But we wanted to make it creepier, like a prank war with a horror twist. The idea came from Kyle. He'd seen an old house on the edge of town, abandoned-looking, overgrown lawn, boarded windows, no cars in the driveway. Perfect target, he said. Nobody's gonna come out, and if they do, we run. We film it. Easy views. So, at 11:52 p.m., we crept up the cracked driveway with only the moon for light. The house was bigger than it looked from the road. Victorian style with one of those wraparound porches and a rotten swing hanging from a tree out front. The windows were shut tight. No lights. It looked dead. I remember hesitating. Something about the place felt wrong. My chest was tight, like the air was heavier near it. But we were idiots. Kyle hit the doorbell and ran, laughing, crouching behind a bush, with his phone aimed at the front door. Nothing. Then, we all heard it. Slow, deliberate footsteps coming down the hall. I still remember the sound. Creak, creak, creak. And then, ding-dong. The doorbell rang again. Only no one had touched it. We all froze. No one moved. Kyle turned to us with a pale face, whispering, "I swear I didn't press it again." And then came the knock. Not on the front door. Behind us. We whipped around, and there was nothing. Just the bushes, the road, the fog thickening in the night air. We ran. Back at my house, we checked the footage. The doorbell had rung once, then again, even though Kyle was 10 feet away. And then, in the background of the second ring, you could hear something strange. A voice, low, gravelly. It said, "You rang me, I ring you back." The next night, Kyle got a knock at his door at 2:37 a.m. His parents were asleep. He was up gaming. The knock wasn't loud, just a soft, repetitive tapping. He looked out at the peephole. No one was there. Then his phone buzzed. A video, sent from an unknown number. It showed the 4 of us at the house the night before, running, laughing. But the footage was from an angle we hadn't shot from. It was from inside the house, watching us through the window. Kyle didn't sleep that night. The next day, he told us what happened and swore off ding-dong ditching. But it wasn't over. I started getting knocks too. Always at night. Always soft. Always followed by silence. Then came the dreams. I'd be standing in the hallway of that house. Except this time, it was alive, pulsing with rot, the wallpaper bleeding, the floor groaning under something heavy upstairs. I'd hear the bell again. Then a voice behind me would say, "Answer it. You started this." I'd wake up sweating, heart racing. One night I stayed at Sam's place, one of the guys from the group, just to get away from the knocks. But they followed. We heard them at his back door around 3:10 a.m. His dog went berserk. When Sam opened the curtain, there was a figure, tall, wearing a suit that looked like it was from another era. Pale face, no eyes, just empty sockets. It raised its hand and pointed at Sam. We didn't sleep. We called the cops the next morning. They checked the cameras. There was no one on the footage, but the doorbell rang again that night. Over the next week, we all started getting the same things. Random videos sent from blocked numbers, recordings of us walking to school, to work, always from behind. Messages whispered in our ears while we slept. You rang. I ring. You rang. I ring. One night, I broke. I went back to the house. I don't know what I thought I was going to find. Maybe I thought if I rang the bell again, it would stop. But the house was gone. I mean, literally gone. The driveway ended in a patch of overgrown weeds. The porch was collapsed. The front door, which we had filmed just a week before, didn't exist anymore. Like it had been gone for decades. A man from a neighboring property saw me standing there and came over. He was old, maybe in his 70s. You boys been messing with that place? He asked. I nodded slowly. He looked down, shaking his head. That house burned down in 72. Lightning hit it. Family died inside. People say the father rang the bell for help, but no one came. They say he cursed the bell, said anyone who rings it will hear it ring again. Forever. It's been 6 years. I still hear it sometimes. Middle of the night, no knock, no warning. Just a low ding-dong echoing in my ears. And when I wake up, there's always something waiting on the porch. Not a package, not a note. Just footprints. Wet, muddy, leading to my door. Then vanishing.